Hey, what's up, everybody? So, last time we deployed our app from just something that was resting on our machine, and we got the front end deployed up to render. And today, what we're going to try to get done is making it an app that doesn't just live on our local machines, but something that actually can be something that people can actually all visit and log in and see their characters and all that kind of fun jazz. So for that one, we decided, I don't know if you guys caught the last episode, but we want to try working with Supabase. Neither Steve or I have ever used Supabase. I've used everything else, but I'm pretty sure, I think we can get this done. I feel pretty confident. So today, hopefully we'll be able to wire up the database into our apps and be able to set up authentication so that users can log in, be secure, stay logged in. So if you ever wondered how you go from just a random app that says hello world on your machine and actually log in, then this is the stream for you today. Steve, anything you want to add before we get after it?
No, hello everyone. Happy MLK Day. Hopefully you have today off. If not, I feel for you. So, what are you drinking today, Clay?
I got Temple Coffee.
Okay.
And this is my
Gotta
second
be.
cup already in like an hour, so I'm gonna
All
be
right, you
super
got the
jacked up on
caffeine flowing.
it.
Yeah. Too early to start hitting the wine or the beer
Mm.
or
Yeah,
anything harder than that.
yeah. It'll be 5 p.m. So right after the stream,
Okay.
I'm gonna get
When
after
we're
it.
done for the national championship. I don't know
Yeah.
if you watch college football, by the
I
way.
don't, but I'm definitely excited to bet some money on it. I'm definitely stuck on the DraftKings algo at this point. They got me.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, no, that sounds good. This is going to be an adventure for sure. I expect lots of messing up, but hey, should be fun.
Cool. So let me at least fire this up. Let me pop over to you, Supabase. Maybe you can kind of show us logging in and stuff like that.
I was going to share my screen, but I noticed you have yours. Did you want to talk about that first, or do you
Oh
want me to?
yeah. So this is my favorite joke right now. Everyone wants to talk about how developers are going to be completely useless, and it's great because I love my job getting easier and easier. But this is like the most common thing that I see is like, oh, check it out. I built a prototype. I built an MVP. I'm going to become a billionaire tomorrow. Today's episode is going to hopefully clarify a lot about how while you can get an app spun up pretty quickly, it's just on your machine. It doesn't. The world can't see it, right? It's sort of like you wrote a book on a Microsoft Word document that's not cloud based or something, and it's like just stuck on your machine. So this joke is something that I keep seeing everywhere, where everyone keeps saying like, "Oh, I built an entire app," but this is kind of this episode will tell you how you get it off of your machine and discoverable by the world. If it's stuck on your machine, that's great. It's like having a little project that you're the only one that you can that can see it. So
What's so funny about that as developers, we always say, "Well, it works on my machine," so the joke runs even deeper than that.
exactly.
Anyway, yeah, that's well, we have our own port 5173 as well, so if people can log into our local host on port 5173. They're welcome to play it.
And can I do one quick shout out real quick?
Yeah,
Shayla, if
please
you're
do.
watching this, please tell us if we sound awful. You're gonna be our eyes and ears on if the mics and stuff are actually working. So text Steve.
uh, nope, she's not on.
Well, she'll
I
see
can
this
ping.
someday.
Yeah, someday. All right, should we get into this?
Yeah, absolutely. Please take over the screen.
Okay. Let's do this one here. Let's do this screen here. Hopefully that actually shows up.
I got you.
So Supabase. First of all, why Supabase, Clay?
Honestly, I'll be entirely upfront with you. Before we get into some of the technical advantages that it has, I'm just going to say straight up, it's free and easy to use. And I would say that, I don't know, maybe you can kind of talk to me about this. I personally love tools and apps and all kinds of services that, one, they're free. I think that's a huge way to validate your ideas and get an MVP out the door. Two, if it's easy, if it's just a click of a button and they handle a lot of the hard work for you at the very beginning, I think getting your idea out is really like just a good idea, honestly. Just because you can spend all day architecting something to the nth degree, but maybe like that wasn't like time well spent. That's a personal opinion. I'm ready to be challenged. And for the technical benefits, if your app is able to blow up or at least get so many users that you really need that significant like setup, Supabase lends itself to portability really well. Once you set it up, if you get to a bajillion users, you can easily port all of it over to AWS or GCP or any of these other services where you're paying money actually. So I think for proof of concepts, this is really great. It runs with Postgres, which is kind of what the world is sort of moving towards as their SQL databases. Yeah, that's my TED talk on that.
That's your spiel and your
That's my
second spiel. That's
spiel.
your story.
Yeah, I am not paid by Supabase, and if they see this later on, please give us free Supabase credits. So.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah,
Maybe after
yeah,
this video, they're
yeah.
gonna come knocking on your door.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. No, that's all great. I mean, I don't. Yeah, let's do it. Anything free, anything easy to use, anything that could be migrated later when we have a million people running at the same time. I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, where do you want to start? What should we do?
I say we try to get this database up. I think that's the first one. Let me know if you disagree. Or the other part, setting up Auth on our front end. I would say the database might be a more fun project to start with, but we'll have to get to Auth eventually anyway.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, they both have to be done. So whichever order you're feeling up to, let's do it.
Let's try to get the database hosted. Then
Okay.
yeah.
So I assume start your project or sign in.
I would try one or the other. Yeah, I bet my guess is it'll want you to link up to the GitHub and go from there. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. Maybe I should do this just off screen, just to make sure here.
Reasonable.
No offense, audience, if you're watching.
And if you're watching, please put your credit card info if you hack us.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Please do that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what it's doing here. Let's see here. I'm just doing the login stuff. So apologies if this looks boring. Yeah. Just asking me for setting up the organization, asking about how much I want to pay, billing, etc.
If you have a company card, now is a good time.
Yep. Okay. It's setting it up, and I have to create a password and all that jazz. So again, just trying to be secure at this point.
I love it, Steve. This is also another entry into how we feel about security, because I would have said, authorize in my GitHub, do whatever you want in there.
So let me create this project, and let's see what. There's some security options in here. I'm just making sure that I understand all this stuff. Yeah. Okay. Let's create this project and see what happens. Well, okay. My project has been created.
Cool.
Age of Destiny.
Look at that. And it's already even kind of walking us through. I'm really excited about that, actually.
Okay, that was easy. Now what?
Let's scroll down and see if we can get this database thrown in. It's telling you how to create a database. Fortunately, we already have a lot of that started. Now let's go ahead, and then they're telling us about some of the other applications and products that they have, which is cool. Connect to your project. Yep, looks easy enough. Scroll down. Let's see. There we go. So there's some examples of other cool things that we can do. Alrighty. So there's nothing for it just to say, hey, I want to get my database hosted then, huh?
Doesn't say that, no.
Okay. Build out your database. Can you click About Database? Let's explore this product.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So it comes with a full Postgres database. Sweet. Let's go to connecting to your database on the fundamentals, maybe.
Do you see that? Oh,
Yeah,
here.
the left side of the docs.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, yeah.
Use the database for Postgres. Blah blah blah. Quick starts. Yeah, let's click on Postgres.js. Mm-hmm. Excellent. So, some cool stuff for you to throw in there. And of course, when in doubt, time to give this link over to Claude, right? And make him work a
That's
little
right.
bit.
But we already have Postgres installed
Okay.
locally, so I don't think, or at least I do. I assume you do as well.
Yes. Maybe the next thing we can do is go to the dashboard. I would think if the project got created, top right, the green button is my guess. If the project got created, there might just already be M files for us to grab out of it. It's my hope.
Yeah, this is just going back to that page.
Yeah, okay. So when you clicked on new project, what were some of the options it was giving you? Nothing, huh?
This is just the stuff. So yeah, this is what I was looking at before.
Okay. Let's see, database plus connection string. Well, there's gotta be M tokens or something that it wants to give us. Let's see. Cool. If Supabase is watching this, your UX is not as easy as some of the other brands. Let me see. I'll log it on my side as well. Let's see if I can
Okay.
hook anything up. Let me see what we got on this side.
I was wondering at home. I'm not yet into the wine or the beer today, so I'm also doing the caffeine with a little creatine as well. Brain
Nice.
power.
Five
Yeah,
grams a day, or are you doing more than that?
I'm doing 5 grams, although this was a heaping scoopful for this stream, so this might be a little bit like 6 or 7 grams.
Ooh, let's do it.
Really pushing the boundaries of
Let's
my
do it.
creativity. Yeah.
So, when I log into supabase.com, I have a dashboard and it has a project. Did you get a project by any chance? Let's see if you can go back to the dashboard. Yeah. So you have main production. This looks pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and click on connect at the top where that plug is. Yeah. So now this will actually give us stuff, if you will, that we can now get into our app. So I would honestly start grabbing a lot of this and throwing it over. I'm glad it's hiding our password as well. Hopefully you remembered what you put down.
I did.
Okay.
So what do you want me to do, though, I guess is the question.
I would just copy and paste all that, especially view parameters. If you untoggle that, and then I would open up Claude and say, "Hey, man, I'm trying to connect to Supabase. Can you update my code for this?" And there's a learn how to connect to your Postgres database. There's also docs for that, which points basically back to where we were.
Um,
The other
hey,
doc that we
so
were just on,
oh,
by the way.
sorry, sorry, sorry. No, no, no.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I was actually talking to my IDE.
Oh, sorry. I'll stop then. Go for it.
No, 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 no worries. Sorry. This is the confusing part about Whisper. Hey, so I set up a Supabase database, and now I want to connect to it. Here's the connection string. Can you please add this to my setup? Oh, it thinks it's Supabase. And I'll share my IDE here. I just want to put in the password and stuff in here first, and I just don't want to show that information. So we'll need to get a secrets manager or something set up. Let's see what it comes back with. It's doing its thing.
Mm-hmm.
And apologies that I didn't. I'm not sharing my screen just because I don't know how much information here it's going to display.
Yeah, and your password is your social security number, so I totally understand.
That's right. I guess I can show a little bit of what's trying to do here, since it's not showing any of the. Yeah. Let me just hide this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Don't be dumb.
And very fortunately, I'm looking at the docs now. Now that we were able to get a hold of those URLs, it looks like
Yeah.
it's legitimately a two-liner, maybe a one-liner. You just have a connection string.
Doing its thing. Had to do an allow list here. Sorry. Unfortunately, what's going on and why I'm not sharing my screen is because we put the password in the URL. It keeps adding certain code to the environment and to environment variables, etc. And unfortunately, the URL has the password in it, and so I just don't want to share my screen at the moment. Although we could probably share our password. I mean, change our password afterwards.
Yeah. And just for the audience, don't worry, we didn't actually need Claude for this part. It looks like as easy as you create a project, it'll give you a database URL, and that is actually all you'll need to put into your code. Nothing too crazy at all. You'll want to hide that password in the database URL, for that matter, into a env variable, because we never want to hard code passwords into your code. That's exposable, and basically you'll have a bad time if somebody gets a hold of it. Can
Why
hammer
didn't
your
we do
credit
that?
card, basically.
That's now configured. Let me just push and commit this, and you can download it as well
Mm-hmm.
if you want to.
Let me pull it up on my other machine.
I just pushed it. It's doing a commit with the, or sorry, it's just committed. Let's see here. And it should be there now.
Okay. And I have two thoughts in my mind. The first one would
Okay.
be we need to figure out how to seed the new Supabase, or we probably want to just confirm that it tied, and then we would want to make it so our local development, when we're developing locally, will point towards our local databases. But once it gets to a higher environment, whether it be manually set by us or a deployed app, that it moves over to the Supabase database. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have our own local databases running right now. So it's really the question of in the test environment or obviously in prod, we'll have to push to Supabase. So I guess that's the next question is here. I'll share my screen now.
Mm-hmm.
So that all got pushed. Let me ask it what we want to do. Go for that. Hey, so we have our local databases, our local Postgres running, but now that we have the ability to connect to Supabase, one, how do we seed Supabase with the data that's in our local databases? And two, when we actually want to push this to our production environments, how do we do that? You can see my screen, by the way,
I
right?
can.
I
You
just
were good.
realized.
You were good. I'll start screaming at you if anything looks wrong.
Okay. All right. So we'll see what it comes back with. Um, it might actually do it for us while I'm sitting here.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I want to note is the URL, if I recall correctly, for Supabase has the password injected in it. That could be a good candidate for us to add as an env variable that gets plugged in. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Agreed.
So just to remind everybody, try to make anything that's a password an env variable so it's not exposable. Otherwise, people can come in here and that's probably what hackers do to give themselves the best gear in games, I would presume.
Absolutely. Or just
Yeah.
crash your system. But yeah, the sneaky and nefarious ones, they're just gonna like give yourself 1 million gold or
Yeah,
give yourself the best items, be able to
yeah.
go into the database, set my position to anywhere in the world. Don't have to
Ru-
travel.
ruin the game economy by getting 8,000 swords of 1,000 reckonings that they sell for, whatever, and the economy's ruined. Yeah.
That's right. So when we implement the auction house, which we are going to be implementing an auction house, we'll have to check to make sure that there's no 8,000 swords of ruin in anyone's inventory.
Yeah.
So, let's see. What is it actually doing? I didn't even look. While this is doing its thing, um, if we do auth, what are you thinking about for auth, by the way?
Supabase as well. It'll handle an Auth server on your behalf. I have not formally used Supabase for Auth. I have only used Auth0 and some of these other very related services. They're more or less the same, but what I like about Supabase that was a selling point for me is that it's a lot more simple. I use some of these other Auth services because for enterprise clients, so sometimes they'll care more about certain functionalities. At least with this one, this is a great start for us when all we care about at the very beginning is log in and log out and portable to something else once we get there.
Gotcha. All right, so let's do this. Let's see what it's saying here. I assume we want both the schema and the data, though, right?
Schema and the data. Yeah, I think the whole thing as a one for one.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
You didn't say that.
We'll change it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to at this
We
point.
got this. No, no, it's okay. It's okay. We'll
I'm
change
just
it.
gonna scroll through. We'll change the password. 'Cause at this point, it's all right. They can just
Yeah, yeah,
reform it.
it's okay. We haven't tied anything just yet. There's
It's
no
all
data
good.
in there. Yeah.
It's all good. All right.
That's Steve's social security number, by the way, guys.
That is.
CPAUP.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, so it begs the question, do we want to set up a test server database now, or do we
yeah.
want to go, yeah, you want to do multiples already, you think? I think that's probably
Yeah, I think
wise.
so.
Okay.
Or I guess this could technically be our test server, and then when we go to production, we'll just create a new project for production.
That makes sense to me, actually. I think that,
Yeah.
especially since we're doing this run through now, it'll be
Yeah.
pretty easy to do next time. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
So I guess ultimately, let me read this again. Oh, so I have to export all of these? Oh, because these are only the seed tables. It's not the actual. I got it. Okay. So, for example, characters. Um, let me actually bring up. Let me just actually show the database. So this is a distinction between the seed data versus replicating the database, because these tables here, they're not going to change. Well, I mean, you'll add new records, but honestly, they're not going to change because they have just lookup data. So skills, we'll add skills to it, but the scheme is not going to change very much. But things like characters might be something that we only run locally. So it's interesting that it's not populating characters. So for example, I would have expected all of these tables to be part of the seed data, but it's not. For some reason, it's only picking and choosing certain ones.
I wonder if that could be why I was running into issues earlier on when I was seeding then.
Yeah.
Then maybe that's something
So,
we can ask Claude to tune for us.
so that's yeah, exactly what I was just going to say is I
Yeah.
was just going to ask you, I don't want to just do the seeding. I want to do a full population from my existing database to Postgres
Right.
or to Supabase.
Right, right.
So let's find out here. I don't want to just seed the tables in Supabase. I want to take my existing local database and completely populate Supabase with it. I imagine at this point it's going to ask me to do like a backup and restore. So it'll probably give me this SQL script with all the data in it, and then somehow we have to import that into Supabase.
Let me look at that, actually. I'm sure Supabase is an easy process.
I gotta imagine there's just a restore option in Supabase. I just don't know what it is off the top of my head.
I found it. They actually have a seeding your database.
So can you take like an SQL file with some data in it to create a database and populate it?
I'm not 100% sure. They have a method called define config. I can throw that up to you right now. I'm gonna post it in Record. Looks like there is an actual, yeah, they have a seed script that you can basically throw up, which I love this because I think this would be great if we had a seed script similar to this in the app that we can just run whenever we want. But there is a way to have a seed script target your Supabase database, basically.
So for those at home, we're basically just looking at this link here using seed files. Let me copy this.
Oh, and I'm very pleased to announce that Supabase, big shout out to them, you can create replicas very quickly and easily. You just click it. So that's very cool. Yep, just clicked it and it worked. Awesome. And they're using AWS. Perfect.
So I guess my question is, I already have that SQL file that I did a dump of. Can we just take that and import it?
I'm not sure. I don't see anything in the docs that support that. They seem to want it to be like a JS script file, which it's my only personal experience with how to do seeding as well.
Really? But no specific. The system will look for a seed file matching the pattern supabase/seed.sql.
Awesome. So I'm wondering if we can rename it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'll just take the existing backup file, rename it to this seed.sql. Then the question is, how do we upload it to Supabase?
Yeah, on that same page, looks like we can just run this that file. Because I would presume the seed file would then have access to the creds of the Supabase. So when you run that script, that'll be your seed.
Well, let's just try it.
I agree. I agree. I agree. We didn't pay for anything. Let's get after it.
No, let's do that. So I'm going to make a copy. So for those at home, what's happening is a long time ago, when Clay was getting onboarded, I had created this. Basically, there's a backup restore guide, and it created a migration script. I forget what it was called. I don't know. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was in here somewhere. There was a SQL file that populated everything. MMORPG backup. That's what it was called. So let me just go find it. I'll make a copy, rename it, and we'll upload it somewhere to Supabase. Supabase. So let's do that, and we'll see what we get. All right, so I found that, I'm making a copy. We're going to call it seed.sql. So now where do I go is the question. Did you find a place to upload a file?
find a place to upload a file. You don't upload a file, but on the following part of that same uh, doc, we should be able to run npx.tsxc.ts. There's like a command that you can run once your file is ready to go. If we go back to that doc, it's where we can throw in the creds of Supabase specifically into the script.
So in here somewhere, you said?
Yeah, let's see. C.SQL. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so as you scroll further down, there's this generating seed data. And there's a connection string that gets thrown in there for that specific file. That they're doing a seed.config.ts, but we want to keep it as a SQL file. So I'm presuming there's a way to inject our creds into the SQL file as well. Let's see. Okay. And I personally would just copy and paste everything here and tell Claude to generate and update the script for me based off of the existing Supabase data that it knows now.
Let's see what it came back with, and then I'll go in here. Let me just really quickly check.
We'll be right back.
Okay. Well, let me just really quickly see what this is doing here. Well, let's find out. I'll wait until Clay comes back here just to make sure that he sees this as well. But yeah, let's find out what happens. In the meantime, what do y'all want to talk about? Anything on your mind? I'll do a shout out at the end for something that's been happening recently. But I did go to the pre-release this weekend, so it was a lot of fun. Lorwyn feels a lot like a Magic set. I'll complain later about how the lack of magic in Magic the Gathering recently has really got me down, but this set brought me back into the fold, as it were. I really loved it. Anyway, all right, so Clay, basically I'm gonna do this. It did the script, it said it's gonna do it, so go to the back end and then run this command.
I love it. Let's do it. Yeah.
So migrate Supabase, and we'll see what happens. Assuming everything is lovely. The string is missing the terminator. Okay. Why you do this? Why you do this, Claude? So there, I don't know if you read those instructions at all, but basically there were two options. There's the seed only and the full database. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. We'll see I don't know if you also caught that they let you do some, like if you have like a Grok or OpenAI key, they'll generate data for you on your behalf too, in like a smart way.
Oh, did it? I didn't. I missed
that. I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, oh, very cool. That's their AI play now.
Different characters, so I don't know what it's doing.
What's your experience been like with Claude or AI tools in general with SQL, by the way? Just because I haven't really done it sucks. Oh,
it's not really good. So I shouldn't say that sucks, but it's not as good as code. I know we kind of briefly talked about ORMs and just pure SQL and whatnot. SQL is pretty messy as a language just in general,
Yep.
and there is a lot of art to the science. And understanding when to use joins or cross applies or just the syntax in general and performance specifically, I don't think that AI truly understands the performance implications of the queries that it creates. Much like code in general, like AI, it'll do volumes of code, but really you might only need 3 or 4 lines of code to do something
Right.
similar.
Right.
So it tends to take brute force approaches rather than coming up with really elegant or performant approaches.
No, I totally follow what you're saying. SQL, I would say, is like the most min-max thing ever in terms
100%.
of yeah. So I could see that sucks that it just goes kind of the naive route, if you will, of just getting it
Yeah.
done. Okay, I follow your
And
point.
that's what I'd say. It does. It takes the naive approach to
Got it.
things.
Okay, got it.
And to your point, you can't do that in SQL or any database query in general. I mean, one of the biggest, if not the biggest bottleneck in any project is going to be the database. Um, and so you need to make all of your queries as efficient as possible, add as much indexing as possible. Obviously, caching we talked about. Anything that can make that database less of a bottleneck is going to be a key for any app.
So I've actually only worked on SQL apps that use ORMs because the concurrent users are generally quite low. I've worked at apps that had millions of users at one time, but it was never or maybe our apps were slow. That's another thing, right? But my question to you would be: have you worked on other apps that need a lot of concurrency, and does having raw SQL generally make it more performant in the long run?
I have, and I don't know that it makes it more performant, but it makes it a lot easier to investigate.
Okay,
Well, as far as pure SQL,
got it.
ORMs, there's a layer of abstraction there, whether you're using
Right,
Hibernate or Hibernate or whatever ORM flavor that you want to use. You are trusting it to be performant,
right,
and so that's kind of it's kind of like AI in general. You're trusting AI to do something for you. uh, Whereas if you know what's going on underneath the covers and you understand it, ORMs just add additional layers of complexity that you don't need. So, but I can understand why, if you don't have that SQL knowledge, that you would trust the ORM to do that
right,
for you.
right.
Much like on AI, if you don't have knowledge, you're trusting the AI to do that for you.
Hmm.
So, anyway, I don't know why it's telling me that the connection string isn't there unless it doesn't know what the connection string is. So,
It must not have access to it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, because I don't know
just
how can you inject variables into a SQL file as if it was like, because I'm thinking about it from a JavaScript perspective of how I could refer to a variable from another file or something. I'm just trying to think how. Well, we just need to hard code the connection string in probably.
um, well, let me do something.
Mm-hmm.
Eh, eh. I already gave you the connection string to Supabase. Can you just not find it? Also, +1 on Whisper, now understanding it's not super base, it's
It
Supabase.
learned a little bit from the
So
context.
it
Yeah,
learned from my speech patterns.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I wonder if you start a new conversation later if it'll remember then.
So there you go. It had it, but it didn't. You can actually see it right there, the
Mm-hmm.
local DB. I see. Yeah, I see what it's doing. Um, by the way, while it's doing its thing, how was your Lorwyn experience?
3-0, baby. Didn't do any
Yeah.
research. I got lucky with my poll this time. I admit it. The pilot was on autopilot. I had no agency. What about you? Did you have any cool archetype decks or anything, or did you go 5 color nonsense?
I did 5 color vivid
I
nonsense.
had a
That's
feeling
exactly
you
what I
would.
did. You know me too well.
I know. You like to play the game on hard mode. I respect that. I'm just
I
trying to
do.
leave with many. Oh, did you 3-0 with the 5 color nonsense?
I did.
Oh,
Yes.
amazing, amazing.
So, whatever it's doing, I'm not entirely sure, but it's trying. It's trying real hard here. See it like skipping stuff and altering tables and doing things. So hopefully it's creating indexes like it said there. I don't know.
Hmm. Players does not exist. Huh. Oh, well, that's reasonable. We don't have anything yet, right? I'm trying to think on the initial seed.
Well, it should be copying everything from,
Your current database, is that what you're going
yeah,
for? I see.
yeah.
Okay.
So I guess the question is now, um, is there, well,
It did get punched in, but not everything probably. I think players was the one that I caught specifically that it didn't have.
well, there isn't the players. So
Okay.
that's the thing.
Okay.
So that's why I checked characters. Characters is the main table for players.
Right.
And I can see like everything's in here, you know, in theory. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah.
Is the brown spider supposed to be under characters or somewhere else? I'm sorry.
Yep, it absolutely is.
I don't think I see a spider then, huh?
Well, I'm looking the name. So this right here is the brown spider. I
Okay.
can tell already,
Okay.
just because of the race.
Mhm.
Let me see if this allows, like in my local, I can, yeah, view referencing record arachnid, exactly.
Cool.
But what's interesting is the name. I'm looking just for the name in here. There should be, there it is.
Cool.
It's a different order than my local, but yes,
Okay.
there's brown spider right there.
Awesome. So far, so good then? Let me know if you notice any discrepancies.
I'm like, this is all imported.
Yeah, cool.
That was easy.
+1 to Supabase so far on first run.
Obviously, no quests. We haven't created any quests. That'll be coming later. Body parts is in here. Skills are in here. Starting gear. This is all populated.
Awesome. This is great news. Awesome.
We now have our local databases in Supabase.
Cool. Now, let me know if you disagree with this. I think the next step could be setting up Auth server with Supabase, get it tied up to the front end, and then we can do cleanup on the M variable. Since right now it's just pointing however, we can start doing environment pointing.
Yeah, let's do that. But before I do any of that,
I forgot.
commit and push. So I know it's paranoia. I know that it's something where you guys are going to get so sick of this by the end of this series, but literally anytime I add something like this, especially like this, I got to commit and push.
I'm glad you remembered. I already forgot, and that was like lesson number 1 that we talked about.
I don't feel comfortable moving on to something else until I do this.
No, I'm glad you remembered.
Yeah. In theory, though, honestly, we should have started a new branch, and then we should have done a PR. For people at home, this is just a way we didn't even talk about like workflows and doing PRs and just true production quality coding. In theory, we should have started a whole new branch, done all of our work on a separate branch, separate from our main trunk, done all of the work, then committed to that branch itself, and then create a peer review ticket. And I would have passed this on to Clay or whoever else is on that ticket. And then they would review it, approve it or disapprove or whatever. And then assuming that's approved, then we would merge it back to the main trunk. We didn't do any of that. We just bypassed all of that and went straight to the finish.
In our defense, when we're off camera, we do that.
That's true.
But you know what? Consider it peer reviewed because I'm literally watching it with you.
It's a great point. Sometimes that's the way a peer review works, is you walk through the code together. So.
And the best part is, if you hate each other, you do everything you can to prevent their code from getting merged. That's called professionally developing.
There are some people that are very nitpicky when it comes to PRs. So no names given, but I'm just saying.
You know who you are, people.
That's right. Lighten up a little bit on the PRs. Anyway, all right. So now that that's done, and we have a database, what do we want to do next? Auth?
Let's practice what we preach. We should absolutely
Okay.
branch. That should have been the first thing that we did.
Okay. So honestly, what I've been doing, and we don't have to do this, by the way. I've been actually creating in linear. Let me go quickly here. Let me go off. I usually in linear I have a project and then I have a ticket. So normally what would happen in a true environment is you would have a Jira ticket or a linear ticket or something like that. You would then create a branch based off of that ticket, and then you would do all your work based off of it so that you can track it in your project management software. So I was wondering if maybe we should do something like that in linear itself. Do you want
Absolutely.
to do that,
Yeah, I'm
Clay?
down with that. That seems reasonable. It's probably good to bring a little bit of
So
professionalism into our workflow right now.
yeah, exactly. So what I was going to do is I don't think I've connected to linear from this account. Let me see if I can add people first. Let me add the AOD member. Yeah, I haven't added AOD. Uh,
And I have it pulled up as well if you want me to share anything.
I don't remember what AOD's email is. No, I have linear open. I need to invite. I want to display it on this screen over here
You just
on the
forget your
AOD
login, I
account.
presume.
I just need the email for that.
Got it.
Yeah, which I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Do you?
I do not. I'm logged in via my own personal. It's linked to my own account.
There it is. It's that.
Oh, so did you change the linear account to that one already for yourself?
No, 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 no. That's what I'm saying. I'll show you.
Hmm.
All I'm doing is I'm
I
inviting
get it.
to this linear board
Hmm.
so that I can show it on this screen. So I
Okay,
don't have to keep switching
I
between my
understand.
personal and AOD.
Got it. I understand now.
Okay. I already forgot what it is. Okay. Thank you. That makes it so much
I
easier.
got you.
Uh, Apologies for people at home. Just making sure that I can do this correctly. Sending the invite. Going in here. I'm enjoying this. I'm going to join this team. Log in. Continue. Age of Destiny. Continue. I did. Yes. Okay, linear. Gotcha. Yay. Get started. Oh, dark mode always. Don't at me.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't care about all that. No, I don't. I'll do this later.
It's usually around here that I just decide I make my PM go do all this.
All right. So, what are we doing? We're doing off.
Yes, I have it as an issue right now, under
What's
AOD, I
that?
believe.
Uh, you have a ticket already?
I have a ticket under issues that I created a while ago. Supabase set up for user auth. That's under
Oh, this
Toto.
one.
But that's another thing we could talk about is how linear works. I'm an issues guy. I don't necessarily go out of my way unless it's Jira where they already have these big epics and whatnot that they're tied into. So for me, I kind of do more of a to do list kind of setup. But I'm happy to we can like negotiate how we want to basically do all that. But right now, I just have an issue.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
Cool.
That's awesome. I didn't even realize you had that. I could have saved myself a lot of trouble by inviting this, but I did actually. Now that you mention it, I do want to bookmark this and just add it here.
Hmm.
Let's just add this so that I can when we're doing streaming, I can come back to here on this account.
Makes sense.
And so now we can just go into linear itself.
Hmm. So this
Anyway,
could, yeah, this could probably be pointed to a, I forgot what they're called. Like you had that other view projects, I think it's called. This could maybe be a project, but right now I just have it as a standalone issue. So if you want to, I think on the right you can add to a project in case there's one you think makes the most sense.
yeah, actually, let's do. I think there's one for auth, right? Uh, I thought I set up one for auth.
There's one for database if you think that kind of is related.
No, let's just do this. Let's just go in here. Let's just create a project.
Okay.
Auth, authentication, authorization. I'm just going to create this project then, and we'll just add that ticket to it.
Makes sense to me.
And then we'll go in here. We'll go to this one. We'll go into add it to a project, and we'll add it to auth. Beautiful. And so now let's go back into issues and let's just filter this. Let's filter it by project and we'll just do auth.
Hmm.
This is the one that we're working on.
Perfect.
So we'll just set this to, let's just set this to in progress since we're
Perfect.
doing it.
Yeah. Make sure you assign it to yourself.
Oh, good point.
How many points is this, Steve?
For those at home, what we're talking about, if you follow the Scrum Manifesto, Agile, I should say, then you're supposed to be giving points to all of your stories, all of your things that you're working on so that you can do project management and tracking velocity over time. It's all a bunch of theory craft. We'll probably get into it at some point, but for now, just assigning it to me, trying to somewhat mimic project management at its finest. So let's go back in here.
Which, by the way, you give me an idea. We should get Tiffany on here for a Scrum episode.
Yeah, we're gonna do guest speakers for
I
sure.
think we should. If you have some
Absolutely.
gaming friends still, I think they'd be
Yep,
great people to talk to. Yeah.
absolutely. So what is this? AOD 146. All right. Hey, let's create a new branch for AOD-146 and switch to it. So let's have it do its thing.
And and in this whole time I've been reading through the docs for Auth. Wow, cannot believe how easy it looks, honestly.
That's great.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to
famous
tell
last
me what.
words before we struggle
Yeah,
here,
I know.
but
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. No matter what happens at this point, we've already exceeded my expectations on the Supabase database. So it's all just gravy from here, honestly. Like that was so easy to set up Supabase, take an existing Postgres database, take the data that we had already exported from before and restore it back to Supabase all within your IDE. That's incredible. That was so
mhm.
fast, so easy. And now we have a fully populated database out there.
All I like is fast and easy, honestly. So when it comes to like the fast food of developer tools and server setup, I honestly love how easy it is now. Because
Yep,
this used to be painstaking, honestly.
I know.
Yeah,
Exactly
and
right.
now imagine once we're ready to port, if if the opportunity arises where we get 1 million users, it's
Yep.
just gonna be nearly a drag and drop to AWS, and then you start tinkering with your settings. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will be sending you over some docs.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Um, this is incredibly easy. I'm very excited to try to pull this off, and I think this would be great to show the users as well, just to walk them through a little bit. And it even has project URLs and all kinds of stuff already. If you access the docs via your already logged in project, it already has all your credentials and stuff like that ready to go for you, which is super cool. It almost makes it really dope to just pass over to Claude as well.
All right. So let me go in here. This is what we're doing here.
Yes.
So we need a new project.
The existing one is good enough.
Think so? So we just have an auth table. in our existing project?
Auth table in our existing project. Up to you if you think. I think it's fine to keep in the same project, but let me
Yep.
know if I'm not thinking about
No, I
something.
agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah. So we've already done a lot of these steps. We already have a Supabase project. We did that earlier. We already have a React app. So now we do have to just do step number three.
Well, so I guess that's a question on organization. That's, I guess, one of the questions. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, we have a users table,
Mm-hmm.
um, but that's just like, I don't know. Is this what we're going to be using? Because
Hmm.
it wants to set up a separate auth schema. So it's an auth schema with the users table in it.
I already get what you're putting down. I personally think that we could probably abandon your current user setup and start moving over to this one.
So I guess this is kind of what I was thinking. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is their auth here in Supabase.
Mm-hmm.
They have a users in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously not populated with anything.
Right.
So I'm just wondering, we don't need to do anything
Nope.
at that point if we're going to use that one.
Right. You're right.
Okay.
So for me, what I would say is that we go and follow through these steps. If you're okay losing your user and just creating a new user, that'll be what gets generated next, basically. Mm-hmm.
So let's see. You already did all that. So you're saying do this one here. The
Mm-hmm.
Supabase libraries on my local.
Yes. So instead of my app right there, it would be the front end folder.
You'll walk me through this here
Absolutely.
as soon as they. Oh, I thought we were done with this.
What
I
is
thought we
this?
already did that.
Yeah, what is this? It looks like it's just giving you more that you didn't see earlier. Not it didn't look like it was doing more, but it's just like you didn't
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
Awesome. With CD into front end.
Yeah.
Cool. And now you can just plop in the code without that other stuff. The front. Yeah.
Ah! Is it JS?
Yeah. Let me double check here. Yep, that looks good to me. Awesome. And do we have any scary things that we shouldn't expose in our .env files right now?
Probably not.
Okay. Then we can go into the front end folder and plop open our .env.
Is that what we're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Just close some of this stuff
Mm-hmm.
down
Mm-hmm.
and this stuff as well.
Awesome. We should have a .env somewhere, hopefully.
I don't see one.
Huh. Well, this is a good time to start with one. I guess we.
Yep.
No, this is great. This is great. To explain further to the audience what a .env is, I mentioned this a couple times through this episode already, but I kind of did it in passing. Basically, we have all these credentials and passwords and tokens, things that basically are very unique and very dangerous to expose publicly. Even on the front end or the back end, doesn't matter what the application is. We want to hide these things, and they're only exposable to our deployed applications. So they're not. It's nothing that we can ever get. Release to the public, if you will. So for here, Steve, I would create two. I would do .env local or .env.local. I would create that. I'm not sure if we'll probably need both. We'll need like a .env.local, .env.development, .env.production, etc. Basically for every environment that we care about. But to start, we can just do
Hey,
.env.local.
let's create 3 files in the root of the front end. I need a .env.local to start out. Oop. And we'll probably need a test in. Or do you like test or dev? You like dev? What do you like?
That's like dev is like very web development. I don't know what game servers do, but I think development makes sense to me if we're just thinking about it like from a web perspective.
Add .env.dev and .env.prod. Is that how you prefer, or you prefer production?
I like development and production. But let me know if you hate that.
All spelled out. All
Yeah,
spelled out.
yeah.
Oh. So you like that?
Hmm.
Well, I don't know why I capitalized it there.
And yeah, I guess it depends. Also, we might need a third later. So it maybe we can call it. What would a test server be to you for a user? Because it'd be above development, right? So would it be env.test?
Well, so my local is what I usually consider development. So is development what you're considering test, or what is development?
Local to me would be your very local machine, like very literally, and development
Yep.
would be development server.
Okay.
So I was thinking a
So
test server would be in between. It would be basically like what web people
yep.
consider staging, right? So,
Yep.
or we can call it staging. I don't know.
Yep. Exactly. It's just
Cool,
called staging,
cool. That
just
could
to
be our
follow
test
the
server.
norms. Let's do, just so I don't confuse it. And I guess we'll add these, right? You want those?
You got it. And they fortunately put it over there for you as well, on the left side.
Hmm, why didn't it show up?
Let's see that it. Oh, it didn't run just yet.
Oh, sorry. For those at home, I think we kind of talked about this. For some reason, it's not allowing me to do allow all. Wonder if there was a easier way to do that.
Yeah, by creating 3 files.
Probably. All
There
right.
we go. I see it populating now.
Yeah.
Excellent. I would scratch out that via API URL just for now. It's not actually pointing to the right place. But as you can imagine, we'll start having to come in here to update stuff a bunch.
Okay.
Cool.
So what do you want to add?
Let's go ahead and copy that first .env.local section to the right. Yep, that whole thing. Dope.
That's only, I mean, yeah.
Yep, yep. And then you can plop that in, and then we'll want to replace those with what it gives you on the other side.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know why I didn't put the comments in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Why is it Vite?
Just because it's a Vite app, I guess.
But shouldn't it be connecting from Fastify?
No, because it's not our Auth server. It's Supabase's Auth server. It would
So
be
Vite,
Fastify
our
if
front
we.
end, is going to be connecting to Supabase, and that's how it's going to auth. I see.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
It's a
That makes
cloud
sense.
server, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is our project URL? This one right here?
Yep. You can click the copy. Yep.
This right here. And then what else does it need? The default key?
Mm-hmm.
That's this, I assume.
And for the time being, I will probably copy this and just plop it down across all the environments. And as you can imagine, as we start creating more of these environments on the Supabase side, we start replacing them specifically.
You want me to copy this in all three, you're saying?
I say just take it and plop it across all three, and then it'll be a good placeholder to remind us that we need to go and edit these or create new environments like staging and prod and what have you.
I usually leave them blank though,
Oh, sure. Sure. That's fine.
until like I don't. So here's what happens usually with me is I'll forget that I already set these, and then suddenly I'm connecting to the development server when I'm meant to be connected to staging or prod.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally fine. I use them as reminders.
Uh, I'm just going to do this for now,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
can talk.
Not an
We'll
issue.
talk about it.
Not an issue. All the same. Yeah.
I'd rather just leave these blank if that's fine with you.
Totally chill with me, man.
Okay. I'll just copy that into the others as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. At this point, like, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to leave that in here.
Yep, you're good. Cool. And now, this is where I'm going to want Claude to do a lot of heavy lifting.
Okay.
Basically, this is a cool login component. It's just generic, but we already have a login component. So we just want to say, we want to maybe point Claude to the login component and just say, hey, update this to work with this code. And I would just copy and paste that whole thing
Yeah.
that Supabase threw down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is they even do an email template for you on behalf of the Auth stuff. Love that they handle that for you.
Hey, so we're using Supabase and Auth, and this is the TSX that they gave us for us to use. Can you hook this up to our existing login screen? See what it says.
It's going to be just fine.
So while it's doing all this, what did you play at your pre-release?
My archetype,
Yeah,
black green elves, mid range.
yeah.
I had no ones and twos. I had only threes and fours.
Was it a fast format?
For me, it was incredibly slow. Did you notice that same thing?
Completely slow. Like I think starting at 3 is fine. I didn't see a single aggro deck. I tried to make a goblin deck with my remnants from after my 5-color monstrosity. Man, even the goblin deck seemed really slow. So that was black red. So
One of my games I played, it wasn't until turn 4 that either of us cast a single spell. I got to cast a 4-drop, and then from there I played tempo.
yep. Zero like on everything, right?
I've never done it from this interface before, but I would think that would do that.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to say to prospective future employers, we promise this is not how we normally develop on your code. I can't think of anything more dangerous than just allowing everything, but also I'm so down.
Yeah.
Cool. We did that part already. Let's test it out. Let's run the app and see if we can log in.
Want to run it from local or yeah, we have to do it local.
We gotta do local first just to confirm the kill. But yeah, I think we're in good shape.
Oh.
Yeah.
So both front end and back end have started.
Mm-hmm. Looks like there's some hang up.
Yeah.
Can you pop open your console for me?
Yeah. I was just checking the servers first.
Classic. Let's see. Supabase URL is required, so I can already guess what happened here. Our file is not pointing to the .env local variable that we set. Basically, is my guess. So right now it's beat Supabase URL. Cool.
Hey, can you please use the .env.local file? I'm getting this error when I'm running locally.
If I can stop you before this, actually.
Yeah.
I believe the code is actually correct. What we need to tell the app now is to know that we're running it locally so that it knows to use the .env.local, because I'm looking at the code and it is correct.
Is it?
Yeah, the code is correct, but it's not importing the right env, I believe.
What does that even mean?
So it's commented it out, or let's see. That looks good. If you can go and find out the code that it changed, on the login screen, that might be useful for us, just so we can give a little bit more context. Cool. So Supabase URL, that looks good. So it's looking like there's a part where it says Supabase URL is not found. If you can control F for that for me.
Um, I was just having it do it.
You can do that.
So,
You can do that. I think it's a simpler. I think we might not be telling it the correct problem is all, or we can just say, "Hey, go fix it." You know what I mean? Off of that.
it, no, I'm just going to do this.
Sure, go for it.
Hey, I'm using my .env.local, and when I run it from my local, I already messed up. I'm trying to start up, and I'm getting a Supabase error. Is it not using the correct .env.local, or is it something else entirely? I like to use AI, so I don't like combing through code. I will, obviously, if I have to, but if I have access to the tool, I'd rather just use the tool.
No, I'm right there with you, especially for that database stuff. I was like, I'm not gonna give a shit. I'm gonna make it do all of it. This one, I just happened to have a pretty good insight over what happened.
So it says that it has empty Supabase values, but clearly it doesn't, right?
Right. And it's because, to me, it's not actually using the correct EMV.
Uh, you think that it's not using any env file?
Hmm. That's my current suspicion. Yes. Cool. So maybe we didn't hit save on .env.local. Is that possible?
Mm-mm. No, it was definitely saved.
Okay. Let's see where we're looking then. Actually, I see an edit. If you can hit save again.
What's that?
Can you hit save?
Yeah, I did Control S.
Okay. The content of the files in let's click overwrite. In the bottom left. That's the part that's not doing well, I think.
What?
Bottom
Kind of
left
lost
corner,
me.
if you can do overwrite of your
Uh,
IDE. Very bottom left. Yep.
oh, I was hidden behind my laptop.
Yep, no worries. And then we can try running it now or hitting save or what have you. I think that might be the difference maker here. And you might have to crush the server and restart.
I'll just restart everything.
Mm-hmm.
So for those wondering what's going on here, I wrote a couple of startup and stop scripts to just make it easier. It's basically duplicated that with these scripts. However, what I did find is every once in a while there was a rogue process running, even though shutdown script, it goes into the, sorry, I have some technical difficulties. Hopefully I'm still around.
You're good?
Am I? Okay. So I don't know if you caught any of that, but basically all I was saying is I created a couple of scripts to do a smooth shutdown of the server.
Have you worked with any of these new mono repo tools that have come out? So such as a Turbo Repo, Moon Repo, all that kind of stuff?
I haven't had a chance to look into it
Mhm.
yet. No.
I just started using Repo, and I'm actually now looking into Turbo Repo for my own projects. I would say it's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think something we can look at. Cool. Looks like it's cooking. Let's log out.
Yeah.
Ah, and then,
Oh,
sorry, I just remembered we now need the front end code to be updated to use this instead of your personal users table.
but still, we're getting this error.
Hmm. Let's see. Please set blah blah blah. Let's point this over to Claude.
Yep.
And maybe what you can tell it also because it's pointing to the. Actually, let's do one step at a time, but we'll have to remember because you were able to log in just now, and that's not ideal for what we're trying to see.
Hey, so I still can't log in using my .env.local. Are you sure that the front end is using it? I get the following error. Oh, the env file has values, but byte may not be reading them.
Hmm. And something
Let's
that could be
see.
happening is that when we run npm run dev on our front end, it's not reading that as local development. That might need to be set somewhere, some shit like that. We'll have to just do some debugging to make sure it's reading the right environment variable. Um, because, for example, right now it's import.meta.env. To me, that means it's expecting a .env file, but there's no way to indicate that we're currently local. So I think our file, that was what I was trying to mention before, was that we might need to do like npm run dev local just to set that variable for it.
So in here, you want me to do what?
Let's do, if you can go back to Claude and say, are you able to tell like that we are trying to access env.local, or does something need to be set on the package.json side? That's what I would ask.
Can you tell if byte's able to read from .env.local, or do we need to do something on startup, like, or maybe add something to package.json, something like that?
Yeah, and I would take off the lock on that file, just package.json.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't say.
Yeah, I know. It just referred to something else.
It's weird. It won't even let me edit it because I think it's the file. Do we have it? Yeah. Okay. Just
Yeah,
making sure we have a.
yeah. This is why I'm a typer.
So I was looking at music as well that we could have in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts on that? Do you like music in the background while you're watching streams, or do you hate it?
I don't really watch streams, man. You have to tell me what's hip with everybody. I listen to music when I code, but it's like really loud and not anything that you could talk over.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I don't know. You have to tell me. It's like a different experience. Will people want some lo-fi in the back or something?
Yeah, that's basically what. So there's two different schools of thoughts. We'll talk about that after this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we'll try it, see what it says. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't know. No.
Okay. Can you open up the .env.local file again? I just want to see why it's being a little punk. I'm pretty sure you said it just
Um,
fine.
Give me a second. You
Mm-hmm.
probably can't hear that, but the music is running, so I lost all of my You probably can't hear that, can you? You can't hear
Mm-mm.
music coming through mine?
No.
Sorry. So what were you looking for?
Let's go back to the front end in the IDE.
Hold on a second.
Did something get lost with the music or something?
Yeah, give me a second. All I can hear is music right now.
Got it.
Damn it. All I hear is music. I don't know why I'm only hearing music, but got it. Okay.
Can you do me a favor and copy this whole file? Just Control A and Control C.
Yeah.
And then let's delete this file and recreate it under the root of front end.
Okay.
I have a suspicion this file got botched. If you can recreate it, yep.
Oop.
.env.local. Okay, cool. Let's try that. Just add it, rename.
Oh. Yeah.
Cool. All right. That might have not done anything, and it might have done something. Let's go ahead then and try it again.
Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured out what was going on. If I actually run it from the console there, it runs it in the IDE itself. No.
Let's see then. It's not configured. Yeah, same issue. Don't know why. We definitely have the file, so it's just unable to read it. I would try to make Claude figure this out for me. Let me see, and I'll go look it up as well.
I can also commit this to this branch, and you could get the latest branch.
Sure.
If you want to.
Sure.
Let's commit these changes. Oh, you know what? You're gonna have to create your own .envs. These are excluded.
Yep.
If that's fine with you.
Totally fine.
Okay. Can we commit these changes to this branch? And let's push these changes to this branch, but not to main. Let's not go back to main. I mean, it's telling us to do this stuff, but this is clearly what we are doing.
Yes, there's definitely something dumb. I'm pretty sure it'll be really simple, so this will be fine. Not too worried just yet. Just a lot of crushing the server and copy and pasting until it finally sees it.
Well, so it should have told us what the environment variables are, right?
It's seeing them as empty right now. It's probably not even getting to the file.
Yeah, it's undefined or empty.
Yep. So it's not even getting to the file. It could be something. Let's see, all env keys.
But how does it even know what the keys are?
Right.
How could it possibly know what the keys are?
Let's copy and paste it and ask Claude.
But look,
I would just copy this and say. And
why does it even have this? this isn't even in that env file, so it's reading it from some other place.
Huh. Which is my suspicion of it's not reading that local one. It's reading something else. So can you go back to the app and see? Maybe we delete the other environments to start.
That's
And
exactly what
yeah,
I was gonna do.
yeah, it's probably
I
reading
was
a wrong
thinking,
one or something.
let's just get rid of all of these.
Yeah.
Get rid of this one, and this one.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna delete those.
Yep. And I'm glad there's no other env. The file looks like it's in the right spot, the root of front end. Cool. And you will need to crush the server and restart on this one.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm going to shut down the front end server, and then I'm just going to do the same thing here that we did before. I'm just going to come in here.
Yeah, especially right now for this when we're only debugging one thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody was being an ass on one of those files, and I couldn't tell you what it was. Can you do me a favor? Let's commit this, in case you haven't. I think you did just commit, so I think we're okay. But what I would do now is we need to tell Claude to do a little bit extra something more.
Yeah, it committed this.
Okay. Can you please tell Claude to refactor the front end code to point towards the Supabase users and not the database users that you have right now? Hopefully that makes sense. The ask I'm bringing up.
You wanted to use the Supabase auth.users table in Supabase, not our local auth database.
Yeah, so to give you some context, when you fired up the front end earlier, I was able to see your existing characters, and that was because it was logging in under the Xiaoquin old users. We now need to point to a brand new instance where there are no users because we need to generate the users starting here. So the front end has to be refactored to accommodate the Supabase auth. Does that make sense?
I think so, but I don't know how to phrase it.
Okay, here, let me see if I can type something for you.
Hey, so we used to connect to our local database and log in using that users table. But now we have the Supabase already integrated. So let's have Vite use the auth.users table in Supabase for authentication.
And right before you hit enter, maybe we can change Vite to be front end. And I would just say refactor to use the auth. Yeah, I would say refactor to use. And I'd say go fire that off.
So you actually want to refactor it now completely? So
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only way we can confirm the kill, I would say.
To only use Supabase
for users, probably. Yeah.
Authentication.
Yeah, that's perfect. And then from here, we could try to confirm the kill.
Yeah. Actually, you know what?
Oh, I forgot the backend would need to be updated as well. I didn't think about that because you were using your own sort of like a naive users table or something, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, got it. So we would need to move that as around as well. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. But in theory, oh no, never mind. So to test this though, we'll have to actually go through Auth.
Yep.
On a valid email.
Yep.
And set it up.
And Supabase even sends confirmation emails, which I was like, wow, that's something that you have to do yourself on AWS.
So this will drive me to drink.
Are you feeling frustrated by this process, or is there anything in general that you thought was easy or hard or anything like that?
The multiple environment variables thing just that was a challenge. It's just like, why in the world is it not reading from the right one? I still don't have a clear answer on that. Um,
It could be that the
Interesting.
existence to me right now, off of my first guess, is that it didn't know which file it needed to read from, and some of them are taking precedence. So here's my guess, by the way. When we did npm run dev, it very literally looked at .env.development.
I think so.
That's my current suspicion. So we'll have to you'll have to end up having some different scripts on your package.json to specify when you want to point to development and when you want to point to local. So we have some toggling to do.
It's interesting. This is the backend server,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's running to a similar sort of issue. Well, one, we haven't even set these.
Right.
So this probably won't work either.
Well, what we can do is we might not be able to see the full end to end because we need the backend to change, which I hope it did a lot of that just now. But we'll have to do the .env stuff probably over there as well because it probably has to fetch for the same users, right? That's my guess.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But we should be able to do this, right?
Yes, we can at least create a user and see it in Supabase, correct?
Um, you're going to see my magic link being sent to this address. Got something. I'm going to confirm. So I got an email and I'm confirming it.
Cool.
It did log in. It just, there's no data here, obviously, because it doesn't know which users this is connected to because we just created a new user.
Mm-hmm. So what we could do
So
though is go check out the table in
that's
Supabase.
exactly where I was
Yep.
going.
Yep.
That's exactly where I was going next. And so there it is. So
There you
that's the
go.
user
There you
ID.
go. So now, as you can imagine, we got some work on our hands to make the back end tie to these users
Yep.
now that we've created this. And there will probably be some env variables over there to toggle with, but yeah.
Hey,
How do you feel about this? I think this is a good stopping point. How do you feel about the progress?
I agree. No, I was like, this is a good stopping point. This was a lot that we got through.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we did set up Supabase, set up Auth. Obviously, there's still some cleanup here to do, but
Mm-hmm.
this was great.
Let me actually do one quick thing before we hop off. Let me make sure I note all the stuff that I said that we needed to do. So Supabase, I'm going to say need to update scripts to know the environment. And I'm 99% sure I know what the issue was earlier. Need to update the backend to refer to the new Supabase auth. Update .envs across all environments. Cool. I have it noted. Okay.
So let me commit these changes as
Mm-hmm.
well. Go ahead and commit and push these changes to this branch. Before we finish, do we want to do a PR or do we just want to do that offline?
We're good because I was literally right here, so it's good enough.
Okay, cool. Do you want to do a little outro? Do you want to talk about a plug or something? You have anything on your mind?
Let's definitely do an outro. I don't have anything on my mind. Let me think about what I've been doing.
I have an outro.
Please do, please do.
I
I'll
have a
come up
little
with something.
plug. And if you haven't yet, I highly recommend watching Landman. So I basically binged the both seasons, season one and season two, and I highly recommend. So the characters, it's I was trying to think of if you've never watched it before, what you would compare it. Have you seen it, Clay? Have you
I have
seen
not. I've
it?
never even heard of it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hmm.
Highly recommend going to Prime and watching it. It's not free. You would have to buy it, either per episode or seasons or whatnot. That being said, I think it's like a combination of The Osbournes meets Yellowstone. Even though I've never watched either of those series, that's at least in my head I picture it as. Um, do you know anything about it at all?
I know zero. I know zero. Is this a sci-fi or something else?
No, it's real. I mean, it's real, but it's modern day oil prospecting in Texas and everything that goes along with it. And the acting is phenomenal. The actors are phenomenal. It has all of the Game of Thrones-esque things that you want, sex, drugs, rock and roll, all the
All
things.
the things that
And
all the things that I associate with oil prospecting.
that's right, exactly. And honestly, it's just fascinating to watch it. And just uh, not only it's something that I never even thought of, but just how in depth they go on the drilling, on the economy of it, on the politics of it. Obviously, there's the whole other side of the family and the relationship there, and it's just yeah, it's really well done. So, highly recommend, and I am plugging watching both seasons.
Awesome. No, Steve, and I also want to make a pitch to you. If this game doesn't work out, I say we should go drill for precious metals or oil. We should go think.
Really,
Yeah, let's go do some sketchy things, dude.
just like that, we're gonna
Just
go
like
do
that.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't have a business plan, but just know that I have grit and grind and
that's perfect. Let's do it.
got it.
So,
If I had a
uh,
plug, I would
yeah.
say that I don't know if you are listening to any podcasts at all, but I realized the Amy Poehler podcast is like the best podcast I've listened to in a long time. I highly recommend. I think I never thought she was that funny. Actually, I think she's hilarious now. So I am a huge fan.
Okay. Well, I
Mhm.
watched Parks and Rec, and she was awesome in that. So I'll give it a go. What's it sound? I mean, what's its name?
I think it's called Good Hang or some. I'm trying to remember. I have it on my Spotify. I think it's Good
I'll look it
Hang.
up.
Good
Yeah.
Hang with Amy Poehler, and I would agree with that title. Basically, all the guests that come on, sometimes they're like awesome guests, and sometimes like, oh, this is gonna be a lame guest. She makes every guest cool. That's like the kind of hang
Awesome.
she is. Yeah, so I recommend it.
I'll definitely do that.
And you said the show's called
All right.
Landmark. I'll check this out today. I need a new show. I got nothing
Landman.
right now.
Landman.
Landman. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Great pairing with you today, dude.
Awesome. This was a lot of fun.
All right. Cool. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Yep. Bye.